Welcome to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy. Today we got the Enriquez brothers on. How we guys doing, boys?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having us.
Doing good.
Sir.
Of course, man. So today we are just going to preview the upcoming series between the Red Sox and the Yankees in the Bronx. Before we get into that, I just want to talk about the position of the Red Sox and the Yankees at this point. How do you guys feel about the Red Sox right now?
So I know him. He's not a believer like I am. So, for me, I think the Red Sox are going to be a playoff team. Come October, we'll be in the mix. That's what I think.
I think that they gotta pull off this series to just because they have a losing record away. So if they really pull off this series, they'll have a better chance. I think they'll start a roll.
I mean, the Yankees have disappointed me all season. If you guys have been tuned into BWT, I've been calling out Boone. Just called him out for just sitting at the top of the dugout, spitting his stupid bubbles and looking off into the sky like he has no idea what's going on. He needs to be gone. I need him out of the Bronx because he's terrible. The Yankees they're 6 games back because you guys lost last night. Shout out to the Nationals. You guys almost came back and won that game though. That was a little scary.
That was a great game to watch right there. It was good to see the new pickup, Urias, run into a grand slam there. He's been struggling with the bat. But no, definitely. And then see Rafael Devers also get a 2-run home run after that. So we got right back into that game, lost 10-7. But even in the 9th, we made it a nail biter with men second and third with no outs. And we just couldn't deliver after that. So
damn. That's just poor execution there.
Yeah.
All right, so
Jaron Duran, which is a little bit of a tough situation that we got going on. He's dealing with mental health issues, so we'll see how that plays out for the rest of the season. He's been a huge part of the team. So
yeah, he has. He's been playing really well. I feel like he has picked up offensively. He's always had it defensively. Other than that one play that he did last year against the Blue Jays on that pop-up.
Yeah.
But that kid's a speedster. So any way that he can get on, he can help you guys out, score some runs. But if he's dealing with mental health, I hope everything works out for him because that's no joke. There's a guy on the Tigers who hasn't played all year because of that. So it's really important, and hopefully he gets all the treatment that he needs so he can come back and perform, even though I don't want him to perform very well because I want you guys to make the playoffs. Do not want to hear it. I do not want to hear, oh, don't let us win one. Don't let it.
We're a little lucky because the other teams that are playing that we're fighting to get their spot, they're not playing that great either. So that being the Blue Jays, the Mariners, they haven't been playing that great, and then the Yankees are kind of just not putting too much pressure on us to be back in last in the AL East. So we're kind of 500 baseball at this point. We did play a great series against the Braves recently. But we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited for the rest of the year. We do have the toughest schedule left out of the 3 teams in the race. So we'll see what happens. We have been playing some good baseball against the toughest teams, though. That's the thing that excites me is every time we played a good team, we've been playing really good baseball. And then when it's mediocre teams, we're playing down to their level. I don't really know what's going on when it comes to playing lower level teams.
Yeah. Yankees, I can say the same thing about them. We just lost. We went on a road trip, 9-game road trip. We went 2-7 against the Marlins. We lost the series. against the White Sox. We lost the series. Then we just got swept by the Braves. So I mean,
You guys are
shot.
6-game losing streak, is it?
Yeah. So or 5, something like that. It's pretty bad. But that's gonna change this weekend. And, and let's
We'll
get
see.
to let's preview the first game of the series. You got Brian Bayo pitching. He is 8-7 with a 3.81 ERA, and Johnny Brito gets to start for the Yankees. He's 4-5 with a 4.76 ERA. Who you got tonight?
Going my boy Bayo, man. He's got some great stuff. As long as he can come out throwing strikes from the beginning of the game. Last game, he really didn't have the sharpness to his fastball. He was living up in the zone a lot, and they made him pay for it. So hopefully tonight he's got all of his stuff and his changeups playing off his fastball, and we'll be in a good spot.
I think it's gonna come down to the bats, but I think I got Bayo winning.
Okay. I mean, Johnny, he's been up and down all season. He's been bounced down to the minors a couple times. It's gonna hurt me. I like Brian Bayo to get the W tonight. Red Sox win game 1.
Well, I'll tell you. Can you say that again? What was that you said?
Red Sox win game 1 of the series, but that's the only game they're gonna win. On Saturday, it's Cutter Crawford, who is 5-6 with a 3.80 ERA, against Cole, who is 10-3 with a 2.76 ERA. I know Devers has his way against Cole, but Cole's pitching phenomenal this year. He's had excellent starts his last 4 or 5, and I expect him to continue on this roll. And I expect the Yankees offense to wake up this weekend. They've been in spots where they're trying to do too much. They're pressing a little bit, and I feel like today and this weekend they just play loose baseball in front of the home crowd after the long road trip, and they take game 2 on Saturday.
Cool. I'd have to disagree with you here. Cutter Crawford has been pitching great baseball. I know his record doesn't show you. It doesn't reflect how he's been pitching as of late. I really feel like the past 2 starts, he's really found his stuff, and he's really confident out there. If he can get us 5 innings tomorrow night, we'll be in good shape. And I kind of agree with Jordan. I think it really comes down to the bats in this series. Whoever's hot, that's really what it's going to come down to. Timely hits and with runners in scoring position.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that if I don't know, I think I got Garrett Cole. He's been just going crazy. I think that if he can get past Devers, I think he'll find a way.
All right, and there's no starter right now for Sunday, the series finale. We were talking earlier, and who'd you say was going to start?
It's between Nick Pivetta and Tanner Houck, I would think. That's probably why it's not set up yet. I know they like Pivetta out of the pen. His numbers just proved to be way better out of the pen. And his last start, he did get hit around for 4 runs. So maybe they want to see what Houck has coming back and try to get him back into a starting role, and then put Pivetta back in the bullpen. So we'll see where they go with that. I think it all depends on how Houck is feeling and if he's ready to go.
Yeah, and the Yankees got Clark Schmidt. He's been pitching well. He got smacked around in Atlanta, but who hasn't? He's 8-7 on the season with a 4.76 ERA. Recently, he's been other than that Atlanta start, he's been having quality starts for the last 4 or 5 again, holding opposing teams to 1 or few runs. I I think he gets back on his high horse and brings the series home for the Yankees on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't agree with you. I'm going for the Red Sox sweep here, man. I'm going for the Red Sox sweep. We need it. And I think it would definitely just set the tone for the season moving forward. And I think at this point in the season, the Red Sox know every game matters. And I don't know, just from watching the past couple weeks of Yankees baseball, I kind of feel like you guys are throwing the towel in, if that makes sense. Um, I don't want to be that guy. Once you guys got to the 5 games, 6 games back, it's kind of like everybody wants the season just be over with at this point. I've been there. As you know, the Red Sox have come in last place quite a few times after winning World Series. When you get to that point, it's kind of the clubhouse kind of just gives up on each other. There's no camaraderie in the dugout. I'm sure everybody wants Boone out of there. And it's like if you have no fight with your team, you feel like you're not in a fight with your squad, then it's tough, man. It's tough. But who knows? Maybe they catch fire and you guys get a couple against us. But I just feel like the culture in the Yankees dugout is just something's going on, man. I just don't feel like his guys aren't pulling for each other. It's not like good chemistry, or I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what's going on. You'd know better than me as a Yankees fan. So
Yeah, I feel like they're just like I said earlier, they're just trying to do too much, trying to go for that long ball, pressing a little bit. I told them if they need hitting lessons, they can hit me up.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I think they just gotta. They've been saying that it's right in front of us. They've been saying that all year. Boone's been saying it. Aaron Judge said it after they got swept against the Braves. But I mean, realistically, it is like this series. They need to win it. If they don't, then that just puts them deeper in the hole, and that's when I think we start seeing like the the guys in AAA start getting called up to see what they got for next season. I hope they do that, win or lose this series, because we got Everson Pereira, who's a stud in AAA, 6'7" outfielder, who just hits bombs, and hopefully that can translate into the MLB game. And we also have a catcher, which is a dull spot in our lineup. Um, Austin Wells, he's playing pretty well right now. So I hope they make those moves, win or lose this series.
Yeah.
Jordan, how do you feel about Sunday's game?
I don't know. That I feel like the momentum decides on the day before. Like if whoever wins that game, I feel like they'll have more momentum going into the next one. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely can't get swept like Jovan is saying.
Yeah. If that happens, fans are gonna stop showing up.
Yeah, seriously, you're gonna hear now. They've been chanting fire Cashman. Dude's been showing up with signs, fire Cashman, fire Boone. So the fans are getting fed up. So hopefully the players can play better, because we need it.
Yeah, this morning I was watching MLB Network and they were showing Giancarlo Stanton's WAR, and then they're just he's like 4.6 or something like that. It's really low.
Yeah.
And they spent a big bag on him. And if they had waited another year, they could have had Harper or Manny Machado, who both Harper's WAR is like 14, and then Manny Machado's is like 19. So those are
Yep.
two choices you could have had. They didn't have the bag for it because it spent it all on Giancarlo. And that's a mistake they made, and they're paying for it now, you know? So once they get Giancarlo off the books, you guys will be in a much better situation.
Yeah, we went and got Stanton after that MVP year when he hit like I think it was 57 home runs in Miami.
Yep.
So
That was unbelievable. Yeah, I think he won the home run derby that year as well.
yep. And the thing about The thing about Bryce Harper, I was watching an interview the other day, and he talked about when he went into free agency, the Yankees didn't even contact him, and that was his favorite team growing up. He would have wanted to wear the pinstripes, um, and they were saying at the time, "Oh, where's he going to play?" But look at him now; he's at first base. So
I mean, they should have. They should have. I think it was the bag they spent on Giancarlo that halted everything because he at that time when he got signed to the Phillies, it was like the biggest bag
yeah,
heard of. You know,
yeah,
that's what he was looking for at the time. So, I mean, the Yankees spent too much on Giancarlo. Unfortunately, they were looking for the long ball. They're looking for exit velo instead of athleticism, and it's showing now. So they wanted to have like a replica of Aaron Judge on that team for protection, or I don't know, but it didn't work out. And I'm hearing that that's a lot of how they're developing the players down there right now is hit the ball as hard as you can. Strikeouts are okay. Just try to hit the ball as hard as you can, and it's fine. But they're teaching like guys like your boy at shortstop, Volpe, that. Like, how is he supposed to develop? Like, you're supposed to be teaching those kind of guys like get base hits, go the other way, get
yep.
single, get on base, hit for average, and
Mhm.
they're teaching them to try to hit the ball 400 feet. It's like you got to pick your battles, man. I hear that there's a big issue with the development going on in the Yankees system as well right now.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So I don't know. I think there's a lot of changes that you guys got to make this upcoming year. I think it's all coming to light now. So
Mhm.
especially being in last place first time since 1995. So I mean, maybe it's a silver lining for you guys, silver lining season, so that way you guys can make some changes to make some good moves for next year. We're
Yeah.
not used to seeing the Rays and the Orioles at the top of the division. I'll tell you that.
No, dude, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird. And with the Rays losing Shane McClanahan, Tommy John, and Wander Franco, his situation, um, I I don't I don't feel as good as I did before for the Rays in the division or in the playoffs as well. Um,
Rays are wishing they still have Willie Adames at this point.
oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Tough, tough situation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dude's a weirdo.
Point
Just
blank period.
it's
Weirdo.
just that simple. He's just a weirdo. But let's now that we previewed the series between the Yankees and the Red Sox over this weekend. Tell us a little bit about what you guys got going on.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, me? All right. Right now, I'm just checking out some colleges, talking to some coaches. I was just over at Holy Cross, Coach Slattery, talked to him for a little bit. He's gonna follow me over the fall. Um, Over the fall, I think I'll be traveling around a lot. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be with Five Star or just traveling locally, but I know sometime in October I'm gonna be in the MVP All American event again, so that's gonna be really fun. I think that they're gonna every year it gets better, so I think this year it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, you sent me the little package of what they might have, and you're gonna get hooked up
Yeah.
for sure.
Looks like it.
Yeah, Jovan.
I mean, yeah, man. Really, all I got going on is rooting for this kid. Just trying to be there for him as much as I can. Any questions he has regarding trying to get to the next level, always trying to be there for him. And then I got my little man too. He's 2 years old now. He loves the game of baseball already. I don't try to put any pressure on him. He's just putting the ball on the tee. He's acting like he's hitting home runs. He's running the bases and he's sliding on the ground. So I mean, that's really all I got going on right now is just rooting for this kid and my little guy too. And then of course, when coaching for winter comes around, I'll be on fall ball as well. I'll be getting in the mix and getting these guys going as well.
Yep. Yeah, we've got tryouts for the FTB team tomorrow. Um, But other than that, I mean, we got fall ball coming up, and then just training in the winter, and then back at it again in the summer. We're traveling, trying to get that gold chain.
Bigger, stronger, and faster.
Yeah, exactly. But that's all we got for you guys today. Peace.
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 Thanks, Ted.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.